Thank you. Loss and damage, once again. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you very much to this terrific panel. Perhaps if you come off, because we now have, as we move into the last moments of this really fantastic day, we've got the wonderful Queen Quet to lead us. Aside from her many achievements, including computer scientist, author, lecturer, mathematician, historian, columnist, preservationist, environmental justice advocate, film consultant, wise woman, and the artivist Queen Quet is the founder of the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition, a really important contributor to not just the Climate Heritage Network, but to the mobilization of this movement. And I'd like to welcome you, Queen Quet.
we get no return. But yet they say that this is a place where the world sits together, where the world listens to one another, where the world is to speak to one another. Yet, no matter what greeting I gave in whatever language, nobody responded. So I might as well be in a tomb where the dead are. I might as well be in the place of the pyramids where all they've done is extract out the riches. Isn't that the same thing they've done? It's called the climate change. Maybe what has changed is humanity has no humanity. That if I greet you, you can't even greet me back. I say peace and blessings. I get nothing. I say paz. I get nothing. I say assalamu alaikum. I get nothing. But yet we say to the world, the thing that we need is culture and cultural heritage. But what if your culture has been shrouded over by others from other societies, Western societies that never valued Africa, that don't value the Gullah Geechee Nation, that don't value the island people of the world, except when they say, oh, but you all are so colorful. Only when they can take our artifacts, strip them from us, dress them up on a mannequin somewhere in a container, put glass in front of it, and then tell someone, oh, come look at this. It belonged to the Queen. And they'll pay for a ticket to go there, but not even greet me in person for free when I greet you. So as much as we might want to say it's only those in their suits and ties in the blue zone that don't flow like the water that the blue zone should represent, are we behaving like them just because we're amidst them? Are we simply walking by one another with no greeting, with no acknowledgement of the fact that you're a human being that comes from a cultural community? Until we can do that, the networks will be broken. And as a computer scientist, I watched how programmed everyone here is. If you can't get phone service, you're about to pass on. Yep. I have no network! But your network is sitting here, standing here, smiling at you, greeting you, as colorful as we may be, my brother. And you don't see me. You don't hear me. So as beautiful as it may sound, that we need to assemble together. How beautiful is it if we assemble and we're still all in separate places, not connecting, because we're not realizing that God made it that your phones wouldn't work because you're the real network. Oh, there are living beings in here. I thought that they were only statues when I spoke, because I heard no voices responding back. I heard no songs. I felt no energy. If we become statues, then all we are is something to look at, not to be heard, not to be seen, other than in the case with someone else interpreting your story. Is that what you're here for? No, thank you, my brother. Only you and I are here for that not to be the case. All the rest of them will put in the cases out there. He's the only one that's in know. We're here to hear one another, to see one another, to greet one another. Once again, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. They're all from their companions. The sarcophagus open. They actually climb out and they're alive. But if we don't project to the world that we're alive, that our cultural communities are alive, that they are living spaces where our cultural heritage is something that has to breathe. It's not something that we put on paper. It's not something that simply is a statue to stand. It has to have life. It has to have breath. It has to have spirit, ashe. It has to have power, energy, chi flowing through it. This is what draws together the blue zone, the green zone, the water, the land. Even if some of the trees might be electronic trees, you understand? Maybe if we give them enough, they might too sway the wind and sway the policy, sway the dynamics, where people ask the question, what can you do to accelerate it? Well, finance the natives. The natives who are indigenous, whose culture it is, whose songs it is, whose dance it is, whose words it is, whose artifacts it is. If you want to know what you do, you finance them and you step away from the circle and you let them articulate who they be. As we say, we be Gullah Geechee anointed. So I bring greetings to you from the Gullah Geechee Nation. Well, I'm the head of state, where when I get back and people hear that you all weren't alive over here, they would have told me you might as well have stayed home then. Because we respond to one another. We're not people from the Western society who sit and watch others work. It's all about all of us working. As you see in the center of our national flag, there's circles. There's also a tree. It's human bodies intertwined. It's an African family tree. Igbo, Mandinka, Malinke, Yoruba, Gullah, Geechee, Mendi, Temi, Fitu, Bibio, multiple communities of people and ethnicities from Congo to the west coast of Africa, all are part of my DNA as a Gullah Geechee. Did my ancestors want to go to the sea islands of the coast of the United States? From Jacksonville to Jacksonville? No. It wasn't a cruise like they told us to take this morning. Down the Nile. We went through the doom of no return, as people call it, to find that we were on another part of the world. But we kept our culture alive. So many come there now saying, where is the culture? Where is the heritage? Where is it rooted? And as my brother Ibrahim and I spoke the other day and said, you find it when the artifacts are alive and they're used and they're living. And that means you come to the communities, you come to the villages. You don't wait to come to this type of event. Most black people don't want to deal with cops. Most indigenous people don't want to deal with cops. Their PR is very bad for this reason. So that name doesn't sound immediately welcoming. Then we wonder why there aren't as many of us here as we thought there should be. So some have thought that maybe it's because this thing is only a spectacle. Maybe it's only something to be seen on television as people broadcast about the dignitaries that are sitting and negotiating, writing more policy, instead of coming to the people who said, we are the ones of ambition. We are the ones of action. Were we not, colonizers would have destroyed our culture. But we have it, we live it, we embody it. And that's why we are here as culture cops to arrest those who don't seem like they have life and breath, like their development has been like the group arrested. We want to breathe life into our journey. And that's the change we're here to have. We need to change the climate in the world where when we communicate peace and blessings to one another, that it goes out into the circle, ripples from where we are, and lands on every coast, goes out into all the land. And then we raise, like they say the tide does, raises all forms of boats, bateau or yacht, cruise ships, it doesn't matter. Rising tides raise all boats. Let us be the rising tides of culture and cultural community. Now they said there's a place where these cultural folks can gather here. They say actually there's an assembly outside of the room, under the trees, in the sunshine. But I don't know that this group of dead people in sarcophagus are able to move and to walk. But we'll see if anybody will join me in the real circle of where we will share about our culture and our cultural communities. Let us see. Oh,
ادخل انت هناك روح هناك اطلع من الكاميرا
my God and be free. Oh, freedom.
خذ الناس الثانية خذ الناس
Oh,
لخبطة حصلت خذ الناس
Oh, freedom over me. Let's make one big circle and be. Oh, I be on a slave. I gonna be buried in my grave. I'm going home to my God and be free. They'll be singing. They'll be singing. They'll be singing over me.
Circle. One circle.
And before I be on a slave, I gonna be buried in my grave and going home to my God and be free. So this year, as you look out, if y'all would get in one circle, no people behind other people, that's not a circle. Okay, you get in one saying who we are, as we say who we be. So we not there dry long so. The Cultural Heritage Network brings together people from around the world into the circle to be seen, to be heard, and to celebrate. This is the Culture Cup. And I thank you for having me be a part of the circle.
Yeah.
Peace and blessing wherever.
Peace and
Thank you for warming our circle
Yes.
so that we can deliberate and be in an assembly together.
Yes.
I thank you
I thank
very,
you.
very much. Thank
Now
you.
I leave you to work while I go
We'll
work some more.
We'll work. Thank you.
Peace and blessing.
So welcome to the Culture Cup Assembly here.